Leo, welcome back to Spiritual Influential Tarot. This is your weekly general reading for the last week of May. Please take what resonates with you and allow the other Leo to take the rest, please. With that being said, Spirit, one significator card followed by 3, please. What is the situation with Leo? The situation, we have the significator card here to start off the reading, as it is the 7 of Pentacles followed by the Lovers card. 2 more cards, please, for Leo. We have here, fantastic. One more card here. We have here, followed by the 4 of Pentacles, followed by the Fool card, followed by the Devil card. Okay. Cross-referenced here. Okay, by the Devil card. Okay. So we're going to start off here with your significator card. Okay, when it comes to the 7 of Pentacles, okay, I want you to know that not to forget what you've already worked hard for, okay? Because sometimes it allows me to say, this is what I call, is the juice worth the squeeze? Okay, this is my juice worth the squeeze card is what I call it, okay? When it comes to the 7 of Pentacles, I want to tell you, okay, that you are putting in time, and that allows me to see that, because that's exactly what he's doing. He's like thinking, wow, I put in some time, okay, and wow, how can I reap my rewards, right? You know, it shows me your hard work and your effort, okay? But I want you to understand that it's all about the long term, okay? Because in order for you to reap the harvest of your profits, okay? Sometimes it takes a little time, no? Sometimes you're like, wow, but is the juice worth the squeeze, right? Is it, you know, I want to let you know that since this is your significator card, it allows me to tell you that your hard work will be paying off, okay? You may be looking back and saying, oh, you know, I've worked this hard and I only have this much. Well, I promise you that there are rewards coming your way, okay? So that way, okay, because of you manifesting the ideas that you have, you will be reaping the rewards of it, okay? Especially in the future. I can tell you that much. These are very good cards that I am looking at this very moment, okay? You know, because I see that you have a long-term vision, and that will come into fruition. That will definitely, you know, come forward due to your hard work, okay? With that being said, I can say, it allows me to say, okay, Since you have here the Lovers card, allow me to please cover these cards, as I have to cover them because I don't want to color them in. Okay, but here it's Spiritually Influential Tarot. We follow all YouTube guidelines, as I have to just, you know, protect their privates. When the Lovers card comes up, and since your significator card is the Seven of Pentacles, I want you to understand, okay, that don't feel like you haven't worked hard in your relationship, okay? Because that's, you know, that's, sometimes we work very, very hard towards our relationships, and then you're thinking, oh, you know, was the juice worth the squeeze, right? But sometimes it definitely is, you know, because this card, it represents relationships, okay, and choices, all right? You may have choices, okay? Maybe you have, right now at this moment, like love and harmony, but, you know, it can also be a meaningful romantic, you know, relationship, you know, or a soulmate, okay, in your past, basically, okay, which is, you know, your situation, right? And when this card comes around, it's almost like a decision, okay, that you have to make, all right? You know, it's a decision that you have to make, all right, between, sometimes it speaks about an existing lover, or sometimes, you know, it's a temptation, you know, upon of the heart, or a choice, you know, of a potential partner, okay? And sometimes you're just holding on to certain things, and I can say that, okay, because I see that you're here. You know, Leo, allow me to ask you something, right? There's something that you're holding on here to, okay? Makes me wonder what it is. But I'm going to continue on reading this. We'll get to the end, and then I have a question for you, okay? Since I see here that the significator card is the Seventh of Pentacles, going down to the Lover cards, and now followed by the Four of Pentacles, it allows me to ask you, what are you holding on to? Okay? The Four of Pentacles, you're holding like on to people. Okay? You're holding on to, you know, possessions, and you're holding on to situations. Okay? This so far is letting me know that you're holding on to something very, very tightly. Okay? You know? And sometimes we're holding on to possessive and toxic relationships, okay? And it makes you wonder, was the juice worth the squeeze, you see? Yeah. Okay. You know, so I have to let you know, okay, that you have to be open to letting go. You know, because if you're not open to letting go, then how can you proceed in life, even to find somebody that's even, you know, or even, whether you're male or female, whether it is a career or whether it is a choice between a loved one that you have, okay, Leo? You know, just you have to be open to letting go. Now you have to also understand that this card also speaks about to be careful, okay, to not imprison yourself, okay, because you imprisoning yourself and it's due to your material possessions, you see. You know, That's why I say from the beginning, that's why I said you have to be willing to let go, okay? You have to be willing to let go, Leo, okay? You know, don't just hold tightly onto certain things, whether you're male or female. Don't hold on to whatever it is that you have too tight, okay? Because then it'll stop you from bigger and greater opportunities, right? You know, I remember hearing, I don't know why I just got that saying right now, but have you ever heard that saying where it says, like, let's say you're with someone, and maybe this, what it usually comes from us guys, where we say to a female, we ask that woman out, and that person is like, oh, I have a boyfriend, let's per se, right? And we say, well, you're going to allow your boyfriend to stop you from meeting your husband, I mean, to me, it's a cheesy line, but it's something like that. It's something like, that person would have choices to make, right? And I can say that you have to stop trying to, hold on to it for too tight, because here I'm seeing an adventure. Okay, here it is being followed by the Fool card. And the Fool card, I always say this, when the Fool card comes up, remember, a lot of people, oh, you're a fool. No, you're not. Okay, it's the reason why the Fool card has those tattered sleeves. Okay, because he's been through this before. It's like, it's extra large on him. Okay, because he's been through it. He's the only one with tattered sleeves through the entire major arcana. Okay, and notice he has that little sack in. Okay, he's going through a journey, and he knows exactly what to take in his journey. Okay, he knows exactly what to take in this journey. All right, he's about stepping forward. Okay, and looking towards the future. And guess what? This is in your outcome. This is your outcome card. Okay, this is your outcome card. These are new beginnings. Okay, that are coming in your path. New beginnings. There's nothing to be afraid to be, let go of, because you have faith in your future. Yeah. I see that you're free-spirited, okay? You're free-spirited and you want to move forward, but something is holding you back, okay? And it allows me to say, is the juice worth the squeeze? That's what this card is right here. But the Fool card, okay, your significator card is that exactly, right? If you want your hard work to pay off, and be like, well, I hope it was worth it, You don't want to feel that way. Then you have to be like the Fool and move forward, okay? Notice also he has, okay, the longest feather on his hat, okay? The longest feather on his hat. And the reason he has that long feather on his head is because knowledge is how you say, oh, hey, that guy got a feather on his hat. He's experienced. Okay? You're here to embark on a new adventure. Okay? You may even, like I said, you're thinking about going traveling. You just may be doing that, Leo. Okay? You may be doing that. Yeah. Just stay spontaneous. Why not? Okay? Stay spontaneous. Because, what do we have left during the year, right? And 2026 is a time to be moving forward. Boom, 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 move forward, okay? I can say that, too, because it is being cross-referenced. I always cross-reference last cards, okay? It is being cross-referenced here by the Devil card. Yep. And the Devil card, oh, well, I moved it like this so you can't really see it too much, but in the Devil card, okay, the Devil card, we have to follow all. See the Devil card here? See, you couldn't see it, but when I move it forward, I have to cover it, okay? I have to cover it when I get closer to the camera. So if you notice, don't let nobody, notice that the Devil here has bat wings, right? And that's, to me, it reminds me of like energy, like, like vampires. You know what I mean? Energy vampire, okay? Don't let nobody just, step on your dream, okay? Don't, there's no need for you to, allow that, right? Notice he has the chains as well over his two, the male and the female, right? Okay, but those chains are loose. All right, and those chains are very easy to just take off and go the opposite way, or go where towards you would like to go. Okay, as well as notice that the couple here, they have horns on their head. And when they have horns on your head, it's speaking about your higher chakra. Okay, in the Devil card, it's like you're being cover this here. You're being seduced by the material things, okay? The material world, the physical world, okay? You know, these are like somewhat of addictions, you know, and you have to let it go, all right? You know, it's like the Devil card represents like your shadow self, you know, the dark side of the person, you know, okay, at play. It's like, but the Devil card also tells you, okay, to use discretion. You know, you just have to use discretion, okay? You know, in your personal life, your business matters, okay? You know, everything that has to do, okay, with fear, okay? You have to let go of the fear. That's really what it is, okay? And it's letting me know here that basically you're thinking about moving forward, okay, Leo? But something is holding you back, okay? Something is holding you back. It's just exactly what the significator card wants to let you know. It's like, is the juice worth the squeeze? And, you know, that's the reason why he's like that. He's looking at everything that he has and he's like, am I happy with this? Okay? No matter what it is. I'm not, you know, whether, you know, it could be your relationship. Okay? Could be your relationship. All right? And it also could be absolutely anything, right? You know, it could be your career. It could be, you know, and honestly, you know, honestly speaking, you're holding on too tight. Okay? You're holding on too tight to whatever it is that you are like, you're like holding on to it. And sometimes we just have to let it go, you know, to move forward, okay? With that being said, let's go into your oracle cards here for guidance, Leo. Okay, 3 cards for Leo, please, for wisdom and guidance. For wisdom and guidance, please. 3 cards. We have 1, 2. I'm telling you, Leo, you're holding on to things here, okay? You're holding on to things here, and life is telling you right now, is it worth the squeeze? Wow. Wow, this is fantastic. Okay, so Leo, your first card here is from, you have here a full moon from your higher self in Capricorn. Full moon in Capricorn, and it says the end of a tough cycle approaches. I bet you that it is, because if you have to make a choice upon moving forward and leaving someone behind, it is understandable, okay? Now, you have here, okay, expect a powerful change is your second card. Okay, expect a powerful change. You have a new moon eclipse from your higher self. Okay, new moon eclipse. And it says here, that's why I said, I'll tell you. Okay, it says here you have a cardinal moon. It says be bold and make the first move. Okay, so altogether, let's put it together as it is letting you know that an end of a cycle, that the end of a tough cycle approaches, okay? So expect a powerful change, because the minute it will change, because you have to be bold and make the first move. Very, very important, Leo, okay? Now let's go into your angel numbers very quickly here, okay? So that way you can receive some wisdom and knowledge from my beautiful angels here. We have 3 cards for Leo, please. 3 cards for Leo, please. 1 card. 2 cards. Leo, let me tell you something. Okay, this one is down. These 2 are up. Leo, let me explain something to you, okay? I tell you, it's all about starting over for you, Leo, okay? Here we have alignment, okay? Alignment, angel number 111. Your thoughts are manifesting rapidly, okay? Trust in divine guidance and stay focused on your goals, Leo, okay? Here we have release, angel number 876. Let go of old patterns and beliefs that no longer serve your highest good. Embrace freedom in your life. You have to let go. Okay? Okay? And I can say that because, you know, I mean, your cards are so, you know, the significator card. It speaks the story, okay? Was the juice worth the squeeze? Okay, here it starts. Here it says, starting over. 210. Angel number 210. You are presented with the opportunity for a fresh start and new beginnings. Release regrets and embrace the present moment with openness and optimism. Right? New beginnings. And that is on your outcome. This is your outcome. This is the end of your story here, right? It's crossed by the devil card. But this is the ending of the story. The devil card is being crossing it over, okay? And this is the what you call the you know, what has to be done, right? This is you have here your situation, okay? The action that must be taken and the outcome. There it is. Can't be any more straighter than that, right? Okay. With that being said, Leo, allow me to ask the Spirit for 1 card to give you comfort on this journey of yours. Thank you, Spirit. I truly appreciate it. That was pretty quick. Okay. The Spirit would like to let you know, Leo, to go back to the heart of who you truly are. There you will find peace, okay? Look at your life in its entirety. Acknowledge any old wounds and then release them, okay? Use what they taught you as added strength. Keep moving forward with a renewed sense of confidence. The entire reading is all about you moving forward. Okay, the entire reading is all about you moving forward. Stop holding on to things that no longer serve you. Okay, I mean, listen, this is your action, right? This is the action that needs to be taken. Stop holding on to things that no longer serve you, okay? It is time for you to move forward, okay? With that being said, Leo, if you enjoyed this reading, I would really appreciate it if you can subscribe, like, share, and turn on your post notifications so that way you don't miss out on any of your upcoming scheduled readings, okay? And with that being said, may you forever be blessed with great health, prosperity, and stability in your life so that way the day of tomorrow you can become a bit more spiritually influential. I will see you next Tuesday, Leo. Take care.